Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is 3 Buck Theater. And you know, over the course of the past few months, I've talked a lot about Star Wars. I've complained a lot about Star Wars, but I'm still hopefully optimistic for the future. And one of the things I talked about quite a bit was, you know, Mark Hamill coming back as Luke Skywalker one more time to finish out the saga in the way that probably Lucas wanted it, that J.J. Abrams wanted it, and that Rian Johnson, well, he done fucked it up. But when interviewed about coming back for Star Wars one more time, Mark Hamill basically gave an answer that crushes fanboys' hearts. And there might be a reason for that, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Now, he says in an interview, "I really has tarnished my ability to enjoy it to its fullest. You were asking earlier, are you going to come back? I don't care anymore on that level because Han Solo was gone. Luke is gone. You can't get the gang back together the way you wanted it to be, and it shouldn't be that way. It is what it is. Rather than being sorry that we can't have more of her, I'm just grateful that we had the time with her that we did." And of course, he's referring to Carrie Fisher. You know, her untimely death. And that's something that still always bugs me when I think about. But his sentiment there maybe isn't wrong. Maybe Mark Hamill just doesn't care. He doesn't really have to. We know that there's been animosity in the way that he's approached talking about the movie. He's kind of gone back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, hot and cold, so to speak. And I always like to think that it's it's the first answer is usually the most truest to you. And it's only afterward when there's the deflection and the fixing and what feels like studio meddling do you get, like, you know, the fake answer. But truth be told, there is, you know, a reason still for him to care. I would say so. I get what he's saying. You know, Han Solo is dead, right? You know, even though Harrison's alive, Han Solo was dead. He's not coming back. And Carrie Fisher is not going to be a big part of Episode 9. And that's kind of an interesting way of looking at it. I read this online. Someone said Episode 7 focused predominantly on Han. Episode 8 focused predominantly on Luke, and in Episode 9 would have been predominantly about Leia, and that's kind of what they were going for in terms of getting the gang back together. And I would have loved for there to have been a reunion, a true reunion, just like the end of A New Hope. That would have been cool, but, you know, time and age and actors not so much caring about playing the part anymore. Yeah, Harrison Ford, I'm looking at you, buddy. I know how gleeful you were on the press tour of The Force Awakens. You knew what was coming. You knew our hearts were going to break. You sly bastard. But Carrie Fisher was clearly not something that anyone had planned for. And we had a whole year leading into it in order to, like, prepare for her final on-screen performance with The Last Jedi. And I understand why Rian Johnson had decided to not, you know, put her in Holdo's seat and have her kamikaze. I get it. I do get it. Don't really care for it. It would have been a fitting ending. Or Admiral Akbar could have done it in a way more heroic death and, you know, a character we freaking care about, but I'm not going to get on that. But I get it. I do get it. Nitpicking aside, I understand. And I know there's going to be a lot of fanboys that are going to run with this and be like, oh, Mark Hamill doesn't care about it anymore. Mark Hamill is done with Star Wars. In his mind, maybe it's been done for a while, you know. But he's a performer. He's an actor. And I know he feels a dedication and a love for the character, right? There may have been years where he didn't. Very similar to Harrison Ford, all those years of just, I don't give a crap about this anymore. He wanted to go do other things. But I think the older Mark Hamill has gotten, the more he has become one with the character, found that newfound love again. I think that happened with the release of Episode 7. I don't think he's ready to walk away from it just yet. Because the way that J.J. Abrams plays his particular hand when it comes to these kind of stories is one where there will be a happy ending, a happy-ish ending. There will be throwbacks to the original. There will be nostalgia aplenty. And I think we're going to get a fair amount of that in terms of Luke being the Force ghost that will guide Rey. Now, right now, Mark Hamill might be playing that particular angle of, oh, I don't care anymore. I'm done with it. when in reality he's already signed the agreement with Lucasfilm and he's coming back for more. And it would be stupid of them not to do that. It would be stupid of them not to do that. I mean, if Luke Skywalker went to Octu in order to, you know, basically kind of just die there, but he was there at a Jedi temple with a bunch of Jedi books, he would have maybe learned about the whole Force Ghost thing, seeing that he saw it firsthand with Obi-Wan a long time ago. And maybe that will be a thing. At this point, I'm betting that it's going to be a thing. They go into production in a few months. The script's already written. They're getting ready to, you know, to start shooting. I'm pretty sure at Pinewood in London, and I'm pretty sure Mark Hamill will be there. But in the meantime, I do get what he's saying here. And it is a cold, hard reality, to be fair. It is. Han Solo is dead. Carrie Fisher is dead. Luke is dead. Getting that gang back together is not going to happen. Never mind that Kenny Baker himself passed away. You know, I mean, this is a franchise that's 40 years old. 41 years old. In a few months. 2 months. A month. Holy shit. Getting everyone back together is going to be tough. But going in for one final ride, I think he cares enough to do just that. And I think he'll bring it to the best of his ability with whatever JJ gives him. And quite frankly, as a fan who was not happy with how The Last Jedi turned out, I hope it's a whole lot of Force Ghost. I hope it's the entire movie is Force Ghost Luke. Because that would still be better than what we got with The Last Jedi in regards to the handling of the character. But that's just my complaint. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? Mark Hamill saying he doesn't care about it anymore, care about returning. Do you think he's telling the truth? Do you think he's full of it? Do you think that this is just kind of a distraction for what's to come? These are things I want to know. Go ahead and let me know in the comments. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This has been $3 Theater. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day, and peace out.